Assalamu alaikum. This is Rajib Rahman Alinsan. Now I am going to present my presentation on the title of Buffering Digital Distress Parent-Child Attachment as a Protective Factor Against Internet Addiction and Cognitive Failures among university students in Bangladesh. The target population was undergraduate and graduate students aged 15 to 25. Study location was several districts in Bangladesh like Gopalganj, Khulna. So the background of the study, the rapid expansion of digital technology and internet accessibility has significantly transformed the social landscape of Bangladesh, particularly for young adults who rely heavily on digital platforms for communication and education. This surge in connectivity has introduced complex psychological risks as excessive internet use often leads to compulsive behavior that disrupt daily functioning and academic performance. Understanding these dynamics is essential for addressing the growing mental health challenges faced by university students in an increasingly digitized society. So our key themes was technological expansion and developmental vulnerability post-pandemic context. Introduction, our core concept was mental health involves emotional, psychological and social well-being, influencing how individuals manage stress and interact with others, like internet, excessive use of internet. So the problem, internet addiction involves compulsive urge to the use of the internet, often at the cost of mental and physical health. And the cognitive impact, frequent internet use contribute to cognitive overloaded, like they can feel that they have cognitive failure, and resulting in mental blunders or lapse in memory and attention. We have identified three types of research gaps that this study will fill up. Underexplored intersection, lack of empirical evidence, and contextual necessity. Our key research objective, the first one is gender and residence difference, and the second one is the relationship between each variables, and the third one is predictive contribution based on to examine the stepwise contribution of internet addiction, cognitive failure and parent-child attachment in predicting the overall mental health of young adults in university education. The methodology, we used 352 students, that among those students 52% of male and 48% female, and the age range was 18 to 25 years. And the research design was that we used a cross-sectional survey using non-probability purpose survey. Okay. So result, the first objective, assess demographic differences. Resident rural students have higher internet addiction than the urban students, and based on gender, females report higher parent-child attachment. And the identify mental health risks, the findings was internet addiction negatively correlated with emotional, social and psychological well-being. And the discussion was displacement theory. Internet addiction displaces the face-to-face interaction and physical activity, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of poor health. The third objective was evaluated cognitive impact. Cognitive failure is strongest negative link to emotional well-being, and internet addiction positively correlated with cognitive failure. That means that who use excessive use of internet are they can have cognitive failure also. The vicious cycle is playing in this sector. So digital overload impairs attention and memory, while poor mental health further increase mental blunders. And according to our fourth objective, explore protective factors, that we have find attachment, youth and parent attachment positively predict emotional well-being. That is, parent-child attachment is corely related to our emotional well-being and psychological overall health. The secure attachment provide the emotional regulation needed to navigate stressor without relying on digital escape. So our objective number 5, determinant predictive power, that according to our findings, a hierarchical regression full made model explains 19% to 24% of the total variance in mental health outcomes. Intervention must be multifaceted, addressing family bonds, digital habits, and cognitive resilience simultaneously. So there are some limitations: sample size, scope, and geographical restriction. Cross-sectional design also can be a limitations. So here are the strength and implication, that unlikely many studies that focus on slowly on the internet addiction, but this studies, this research examines a complex relationship between digital behavior like internet addiction and cognitive processing like cognitive failure and familial dynamics like attachment, providing a more holistic view of mental health. That is the strength and implication of the study, that practical applicability. The findings offer clear, actionable insights for clinician and educator, emphasizing that health intervention should not just focus on screen time. Okay, this is the conclusion. This study underscores the significant impact of internet addiction and cognitive failure on the mental health of university students in Bangladesh, so highlighting the vital role of parent-child attachment as a protective buffer. So that's all. Thank you, everyone. If you have any question, you can.
Dhanyabad, Hasan. This is a timely study. I think what are the beneficiary of your study?
Okay.
Who are the beneficiaries?
So, as we know that there are several studies is already conducted.
Yes, yes.
And previous research are conducted based on 2 or 3 variables, but we have conducted in the perspective of variable, fourth variable, and also we have identified the protective buffer, that parent-child attachment is playing a protective buffer, as a protective buffer, and this is the I think greatest findings ever in our contextual in Bangladesh. So this is the strength, and I think, yeah, and I can also add something like internet addiction and the cognitive failure is a limited resource or as a research study. So this study is valuable in this subject or in this perspective.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
তাসদিদের শামসী, আপনি কি উপস্থিত আছেন?
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আমি আমার স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করছি।